What's up, y'all? Welcome to Country with Noah, or welcome back to Country with Noah. Today, I am going to review Trackers Season 3, Episode 2. So, yeah, guys, this episode was great. I'm sorry that this video is a little late, but I had to do the Taylor Sheridan news yesterday, so that is why this video is a little late. But I really liked this episode. It's always good when you get Jensen Ackles on a TV show or in a movie. Jensen Ackles, for those of y'all that don't know, is one of my favorite actors of all time. And him and Justin Hartley have great chemistry. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so this episode picks up from where last week's episode left off. So they're Coulter and Russell are hunting um, an organization called The Process. The Process, for a little refresher, um, Coulter and Russell get asked to do a job. Um, somebody's daughter gets taken. Coulter and Russell get asked to find that daughter, and then they find out of this organization called The Process. The Process basically blackmails people and then makes them do what they want, right? So, they could ask somebody to go and kill somebody. They could ask somebody to deliver a package. They could ask somebody to get details and blackmail another person, right? Um, it's very similar if you guys have read, the Batman comics, like the Court of Owls. If you guys have read comics and you know who the Court of Owls are, it's very similar to um, that organization. And by the way, if you want to see me cover superhero stuff, go over to my other channel. That's where I cover all nerd stuff on my channel. So on that channel. So yeah, if you want to see me cover superhero stuff, go to the Noah Briones channel. That's where I cover all nerd stuff. So yeah, but yeah. So basically, in this episode, you pick up right from last episode where Coulter and Russell get texts saying there will be consequences to you interrupting the process, and they them Team Coulter is hunting down. So you have Russ hunting down Russ and Rini hunting down one lead, and then you have Coulter hunting down the other lead. So um, it's a two-hander mainly between Justin Hartley and Jensen Ackles. And by the way, I know this isn't a superhero channel, but I know this isn't the superhero channel, but I gotta say this whenever I see Jensen Ackles in the TV show. James Gunn, if you watch this video, please do God's work or the Lord's work and cast Jensen Ackles as Batman. Please. Yeah. So for me this episode, it was great. You got to see more of Colt and Russell's dynamic. You got to see Coulter and Russell basically get hunted. But what I mean by get hunted is like the process doesn't find soldiers or military or cops or whatever. They find random people. So when these people are getting hunted by or when these people are hunting Coulter and Russell, who are trained how to fight and in guns, and they're survivalists and stuff like that, and they know how to find people, right? Um, these people that the process hires or blackmails gotta be really careful about what they decide to do. For example, Russell, pardon me, Russell clocks that they have a tail, and basically, he he kidnaps the person who the process hired to find Russell and take him out, and then he kidnaps them and is like, tell me everything you know and stuff like that. So they eventually find out that this the process, this whole like psychological method, was invented by a psychologist, right? She had her students do an experiment. Once she realized the experiment went too far, she shut it down, right? Um, right? So this psychologist created the process for an experiment, and then when she realized like students felt too powerful and people were getting hurt and stuff like that, she shut it down. But she had three students that didn't like that she shut it down. They liked the power that the process gave them. So the three students created, or two of the students created, like a network of like technology and psychology, a marriage between the two, and they basically created a process. So Colt and Russ eventually find these two leaders of a process and basically destroy their like equipment. They destroy their files and stuff like that. But why I don't think the process is done yet is because they say, hey, one of the students is still in London, like London, England, and I think the process is gonna come back. I'm not, because if it doesn't, they ended it super well. But yeah, like I think we're gonna see Jensen Ackles again as Russell in this season. I don't know that for sure, but I think we are. And yeah, like this storyline is very interesting because you have all the stuff with Coulter's mother. You have the process finding out about Coulter's mom and Coulter's sister, Coulter and Russell's mom and Coulter and Russell's sister. You have Colt finding out in the season 2 finale that Coulter's mom basically hired somebody to murder Coulter's dad, right? So it's very interesting this season, and I'm very interested to see the connected through line throughout this season. So yeah, so again, please, James Gunn, if you, I know this isn't a superhero channel, but every time, I know this isn't the nerd content channel, but that's my other channel, but every time I see Jensen Ackles in something, doesn't matter what it is, I gotta say this. James Gunn, please do the Lord's work and cast Jensen Ackles as Batman. Please do that. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you so much for all your support.